Hi, I'm John Paul Jackson, and I'd like to talk to you today about something that's very dear to my heart. The Lord began to speak to me the message that I'm about to bring to you several years ago. But in June of this past year, 2008, He began to push me to speak about it in several conferences here in the United States and abroad. Because some of the facets of the perfect storm happened so quickly after I wrote about it, I feel compelled to tell you that as a means of verification, one of the places I spoke on this topic was in a conference held by John Kilpatrick in July of 2008. The Lord then asked me to write it down and to send it to those on my mail list, and I did this the 1st of August. Though some of what I have already written has come to pass, most of these things will take place 10 years from now. In other words, it will take some time for it to totally play out. Further, though most of what we see today is seemingly economic-based, much of what I have written is not. This perfect storm has several components, which I will later cover. I'm delivering this message with a heavy heart, as I said. Those of you who have followed this ministry have heard me say more than once that during the past 8 years, as we approach the year 2010, things will become increasingly difficult. I have been praying and hoping that what I'm about to speak may be averted. However, I'm now concerned that without people speaking up, the church will not play its redemptive part in bringing the necessary change to this nation and the world. I pray that you'll understand my heart as I speak. I believe you'll be given wisdom by the Lord as to how to process and potentially thrive in the coming perfect storm that is brewing in this nation and beyond. Before I go any further, I just want to take a moment to say something to you before you hear what I'm about to say. This is very important because some of you may hear what I'm about to say and you may think that the wrath of God has come. And what I'm talking about is not the wrath of God. What I'm talking about is a loving God who is chastening His children because they're headed the wrong direction. So when you listen to what's going to be said about the coming events, about things that are going to be happening in the world, please understand this. These things happen when righteousness fails to rule. God wants this nation to be everything it's called to. He loves this nation. He loves America. He loves you. But He can't let us keep on the path that we're on because we're not following the dictates of why we were created in the very first place. What this nation was founded on needs to come back into alignment with God's purposes and God's plans. The church has to become a living light again. The church has to become something that is a change agent in this earth, especially a change agent in this nation. And this message is designed to help bring that about as people seriously listen to what is going to be happening and what the plans of the evil one are if we don't do something to stop it.